Hey guys, Steadfast RC, and this video is going to be a product review, which I don't do a lot of on my channel. But before we jump into the review, I just wanted to say that nobody's had any sort of input in this review. RC Lipos Direct was good enough to send me these batteries for review, and I told the representative before they even shipped them to me that it was going to be a 100% honest review. If they're good batteries, they're going to get a good review. If they're bad batteries, they're going to get a bad review, and they agreed to that. So I'm not ever going to give any dishonest product reviews on this channel to get people to send me things or buy things or anything like that. It's just not going to happen. So that being said, let's jump into it. So they come in actually a particularly strong cardboard box. Really not much on there. C rating is 60C, rclipobattery.com. Comes nicely bubble wrapped with warnings and whatnot for lithium polymer batteries. You guys should read those if you're not up on that sort of thing, but I am, so I'm not going to bother. So the first thing I noticed when I pulled one of these out of the package was these power leads are massive. They're 10 gauge, and most even big batteries, like this thing's gigantic. This is an 8,000 milliamp Z battery 3S. These are 12 gauge wires, and they're plenty, you know, for really anything, but these 12 gauge wires are just huge. They're meant for handling some serious amps. And you got your typical balance plug right there, balance lead. And I don't know, nicely shrink wrapped. Really not much else to say about the appearance. Looks like a pretty good build. They're pretty heavy. I'm not sure what they weigh, I don't remember right now, but they're pretty heavy. I mean, they're not as heavy as this 8,000, but they've got some weight to them. And these do fit in the Traxxas Haas, if you guys are wondering, because the Haas kind of has a weird battery compartment. These will fit. You got to kind of push them in there a little bit, but they fit. I've been running them in it. So one thing I like to do when I get a new battery is check and make sure they shipped them with the correct storage voltage, make sure we don't got anything weird going on with the individual cells. So I'll plug in a battery checker. 3-cell, all 11.3 volts, number 1. 3.76, number 2, 3.76, number 3, 3.78. So really, within 0.2 of a volt, that's pretty close between the cells, and that's just about right for a storage charge. Anywhere between 3.75 and 3.8 is a really good storage charge per cell. Let's go ahead and check the other one. .3 volts. Cell 1, 3.79, cell 2, 3.79, cell 3, 3.81. So cell 3 is a little bit high on that one compared to the other two, but still within reason. Now, let's pop on over to the charger and check the internal resistance of these two batteries per cell and just see if they're close. Alright guys, so here we are at the Toolkit RC M8S charger. And we're going to discharge these packs down to 3.2 volts. And I'll do that now. And these will be discharging, oops, almost knocked over the camera. These will be discharging at a rate of 3 amps just as soon as these two cells balance out. This thing will kick up to 3 amps and it'll pull the pack down to 3.2 volts per cell. Then when we get to that point, I'll turn the camera back on and give you guys a look at the charger screen. And then we'll charge it up to full capacity with the milliamps counted, and we'll see how close to 6,000 milliamps we get. Alright guys, so as you can see, the discharge down to 3.2 volts is complete. We discharged roughly down to 3.25 volts. So, I'm going to back out of this. I'm going to go to LiPo, and we can charge this at 6 amps. Will be a 1C charge for this battery, and that's a good place to be with most lipos. I do charge up to 3C sometimes. Don't tell anybody. So we're going to go ahead and hit charge to 12.6 volts. And then what we'll keep track of is the milliamp count down there. And we'll just come back when this thing's charged, and we'll be able to see how many milliamps it took in compared to the stated capacity of 6,000. And see how close it is. Alright guys, we're back, so charge is complete. I'm going to go ahead and push the OK button. And it's showing 5.95 amp hours which is 5,950 milliamps. So that's only 50 milliamps off of 6,000 rated capacity. So that's right on. That is very good. Usually, well, not usually, but a lot of times with cheaper batteries, the rated capacity is nowhere near the actual capacity. But that's outstanding to be only 50 milliamps off in a big battery like this. I mean, that could even be charger error with that small of a margin. So that's awesome. So the next thing we're going to do while we're here, exit out, and we're going to go to the measurer setting, and we're going to look at internal resistance. We're going to test that. Go ahead and hit test. And this is showing us the internal resistance of each individual cell. So we got 5.8, 5.1, 5.6. So those are all, you know, the 5.1 is a little bit different, but the 5.6, 5.8, those are real close. That's what you want to see. So that all looks pretty dang good to me. As long as you're not seeing like, you know, a 3 or something on one of these cells, that'd be pretty bad if your internal resistance was off by that much. So that's gonna conclude the test for this battery, guys. That's about all the information that I'm smart enough to give you on it. And there's probably people who can interpret these numbers better than me that are going to watch the video, so go ahead and pause and check out the data if you want to. Alright guys, so there's some wind out here. Hopefully that doesn't affect the sound too much, and we're just going to do some simple running videos with the Haas with the RC Lipos Direct 6,000 milliamp battery in it. So as you guys can tell, this is the kind of testing that's been going on with this battery inside the Haas. There's been absolutely no durability issues at all with the battery. Nice backflip. Almost. Tell you what guys, if you get a couple of these 6,000 milliamp packs, you're going to be bashing for a while, even with a power hungry truck like the Haas. Oh, check that out guys. Didn't mean to do that. I just had to dynamite the brakes because the thing was coming right for the phone. Just put a big kink in the body, but I think it'll, yeah, it popped right back out. The Haas is bulletproof, it's crazy. I mean, I can just keep running this thing for, I don't know, probably half an hour of solid bashing anyway. You get a couple of packs, something's probably going to break before you bash for an hour full throttle, I would imagine. At least that's what happens for me. But yeah guys, these batteries just seem awesome. I really like them a lot. I'm going to run this pack out because I'm having fun with the Haas right now, and then we'll get back to the bench and check on this battery that's discharging. Alright guys, so I went ahead and finished off this pack out bashing with the Haas. I probably went for another 20 minutes or so, and it wasn't even a fully charged pack. This thing definitely has some capacity. I'll be curious to see if it actually comes up to the 6,000 milliamps when we charge this one up over here. So now we come to the end of the video. And just my overall thoughts of this battery is I would recommend it to anybody so far. I mean, with my testing and the data you guys seen off the charger, I'm really impressed that they actually came up to the 6,000 milliamp stated capacity. That's one way you can tell a good battery from a cheap battery in my experience. And this thing, like I said, is going to fit in a lot of different vehicles. These 6,000s are a little on the big side, but as you can see, they push into the Traxxas Haas just fine. This is going to fit in a lot of your crawlers and things like that. And this RC Lipos Direct, they got a lot of different 3S batteries, 2S batteries, so you're going to be able to find something to fit your vehicle more likely than not. And as at the recording of this video, These things are $68 for a 2-pack, so that's 12,000 milliamps. That's a lot of milliamps for, you know, under $70. So that's gonna do it, guys. Go ahead and check out these guys right here. There's the website, RC Lipo battery, or go on Amazon, which is where I got these. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review, and stay tuned for more. I don't do a lot of reviews on this channel like this, but I would like to start doing a few more product reviews here and there to kind of help you guys out with stuff that I've tested and stuff that I know to be good, so you're not wasting your money on other junk. Alright, guys. Next time.